Good evening. It's 6 o'clock. We'll call to order the meeting of the Auburn Common Council. We'll begin with a moment of silent meditation or reflection, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We'll move on to roll call. Councilman Fincham.
Here.
Councilman Braun.
Here.
Councilman Webb.
Here.
Councilwoman DeWitt.
Here.
Councilman Williams.
Here.
Councilman Bundy.
Here.
Councilwoman Prosser.
Here.
Council, in front of you, you have the meeting minutes from the June 2nd regular meeting.
Move to approve version 2 minutes as presented.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve version 2 minutes as presented. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for a question. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Recognition of visitors: Mike Littlejohn, Steve Smith, Autumn Kyles, Jim Catterat, Ryan Hall, Shelley Smaltz, Terry Hook, Marisa Olivero. I think that's the first time I've said your new last name. Misty Gillian, Mark Olivero, Lenny Schlemmer, Jeff Jones, Vicki Andrews. Welcome. We'll move on to some communications. I just have some information I would like to share, and then we have the three organizations here that we'd like to recognize. In the month of May, the City of Auburn City Council Board of Works allocated $32,000 from the city's unrestricted opioid settlement funds to support three local organizations focused on recovery and substance abuse support. Breakdown is as follows: $12,000 to the DeKalb County Drug Treatment Court Foundation, $10,000 to the DeKalb Community Impact Corporation Incorporated, doing business as Harton House, and then also $10,000 to the Serenity House Incorporated. These funds will help cover drug screening costs and other program-related expenses, allowing these organizations to continue serving individuals in recovery. The Drug Treatment Court Foundation provides structured, accountability-based treatment that helps break the cycle of addiction and reduces repeat involvement in the justice system. Harton House provides recovery services for women, and Serenity House provides recovery services for both men and women. Both organizations provide safe, supportive housing and recovery services and help create stability and long-term sobriety. Recovery is not just about treatment, it's about creating a support system that gives people the opportunity to rebuild their lives. This investment supports the city's commitment to prevention, treatment, and long-term recovery. Using opioid settlement funds this way ensures the dollars are being used for evidence-based programs that directly benefit our community. Strong local partnerships like these help improve public safety, strengthen families, and build a healthier Auburn. And then the bottom line is that it's about helping people find a path forward and supporting the organizations already doing the work each and every day within our community. So I'd like to invite representatives from the DeKalb County Drug Treatment Court, Harton House, and Serenity House to come forward. We presented them. They picked up their checks, I believe, shortly after the last meeting. They were processed the first of the month, but wanted to welcome them here to take a photo with council and elected officials, as we all were a big part of this. So we'll come on up front here.
You want us up here too?
You want to?
Or just stand?
You
We
wanna
just stand right
Yeah,
here?
we can stand here. If you guys want to just slide back, this will work. All right, well, let's kind of shift a little bit. And don't forget. I'll stand on the side out of the way. See that? Yeah.
I'm good. I'll find a gap.
Thank you for all that.
Take care, Steve. Good seeing you. See you later, Aaron.
Hi, thank you.
Welcome.
Hi there. Once Steve's over. It's fine.
How are you?
What?
Huh? Hey.
When was this? I don't know how I missed that.
Again, thank you all.
Thanks, everyone.
Is there anyone in the public that would like to address the council? Anyone in the public that would like to address the council? Hearing none, we'll move on. Clerk Treasurer.
Good evening. The current vouchers for $6,140,302.82.
Move to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the vouchers. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for a question. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ordinances and resolutions.
Resolution 10-2026, a resolution adopting a fiscal plan for the annexation of territory into the city of Auburn. Summary, this resolution adopts a fiscal plan to support the annexation of 40-acre parcel of land located north of Morningstar Road, east of North Main Street, and known as the North Point Annexation Area. The fiscal plan includes details about the annexation area, the provisions of capital improvements and non-capital services, and financing of those improvements and services. I move that we pass Resolution 10-2026 on first and only reading.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion, and a second to pass Resolution 10-2026 on first and only reading. Any discussion? Questions? Hearing none, I'll call for a question. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Ordinance number 2026-16, an ordinance for the annexation of territory into the city of Auburn. Summary, this ordinance annexes 40 acres of land known as North Point Annexation Area into the city of Auburn. I move that we pass ordinance number 2026-16 on first reading.
Second.
We have a motion, and a second to pass ordinance number 2026-16 on first reading. Any questions or discussion by the council? Jim, did you have anything to present, or are you? Okay. Thank you. Hearing none, I'll call for a question. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Ordinance number 2026-17, an ordinance amending subchapter 95.35 entitled Excavations of the City of Auburn Code of Ordinances. Summary, this ordinance amends and restates subchapter 95.35 entitled Excavations of the City of Auburn Code of Ordinances. I move that we pass ordinance number 2026-17 on first reading.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to pass ordinance number 2026-17 on first reading. Any questions or discussion?
Yes. Questioning, just maybe Jim could come up to the podium and explain the big jump to like the $250, $500 fees for cutting in the curbs or cutting in the streets.
No. Beef.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I'm used to Jim, so my fault.
So the cost would be the kind of what the cost is procurement to make sure that it's time and material for the guys to follow up, make sure, because I think as the permit says, the work has to be done within a year,
Okay.
and it's not accounting just the time, the vehicle. It's talking about the man hours, who's also being in charge of that, the systems we have in place, the software to make sure we have that follow-up set up. So it's the sign of the times.
And
I'm used to the curb cut permit since my company is involved with that, which is jumping from 25 to 100. And I understand that, it's been a long time since that's raised, but
Correct.
didn't know what even had a fee for the street cuts. What was the fee before?
That I could not answer off the top of my head.
Okay.
I'd have to talk to street department as well. But
I'm sure it needs to be raised.
yes,
It-
yeah.
Thank you very much.
Hey, no problem.
Councilman, is it under section C, would it be that 25 for the street cut?
That's
These
curb cuts for driveways and stuff.
A lot of these were new fees that we weren't charging. Is that correct?
That is correct. There's some boring fees and there's quite a few. Yeah, what did we have on there? I don't have the chart with me, but it's boring fees. Anything that was in excavation, trenching, duct, how many feet, how many sites, because it takes make ready, so we have to go out and verify what they submit as design, and it takes a lot of time.
Okay.
And then if there is things that we need to address, it's another site visit with that excavator, whoever is doing the work, to confirm that they make the adjustments that we need. The easements are getting very crowded right now, and they're required for our utilities, but we can only that, or we start asking homeowners and customers for more easement, and no one's going to want to do that. So we're trying to make it organized so we all can fit in that, utilize what we have available.
Okay, thank you.
And one of the bigger things that was removed was poles, and that's why we do have the pole attachment agreements as well.
That is correct. Yeah, we're trying to eliminate additional poles in our easements. A lot of comms have been neglected. So part of that process is we have agreements already, pole attachment agreements with our existing customers, our utilities, Mediacom, AT&T, which entices them to stay on one unit and will help maintain that pole with a small fee. So again, just consolidating and trying to get the most out of what we have with that little area.
Any other questions? Thank you.
Thank you.
If there's no other questions or discussion, I'll call for a question. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Ordinance number 2026-18, an ordinance to repeal Chapter 54 entitled General Utility Provisions. Summary. This ordinance repeals Chapter 54 of the City of Auburn Code of Ordinances entitled General Utility Provisions in its entirety. I move that we pass ordinance number 2026-18 on first reading.
Second.
We have a motion, a second, to pass ordinance 2026-18 on first reading. Any questions, discussion? And I'll just add, if I may, that the reason this is being repealed is there's very basic information in this ordinance that is covered in both the water and sewer ordinances as well. So if there's no other questions or discussion, I'll call for a question. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Moving on to reports. I would just like to, I just got a couple things. Thank those that came out on Friday, June 5th to support the Youth Council. Even though we had some rain, we still had probably 30 people that came out, and they had a some sort of game on the screen. I don't know what it was called. Also, downtown summer art exhibit is in full motion. I think it looks awesome, and encourage everyone to check those out over the summer. And then just a reminder, on July 4th, the America 250 to begin in the morning with a parade around 10:30, and that leaves from the Community Foundation parking lot. There'll be vendors uptown from 10 a.m. to, I believe, 2:30. And then at 4 o'clock begins the Shifters Car Show out at Reiki Lodge. And that runs till 8. Food vendors will arrive on the south side of the Reiki parking lot at 4 and begin serving. And fireworks will be at dusk. So we're looking forward to that, and hope everyone can make it out. So, Council President,
No report.
Land Commission.
Yeah, at our last meeting, we had some items on the agenda. One is NAMIS is doing, there was a development plan, and they're going to add a building for some working on cars and that kind of thing. So there's a couple houses there that are going to go away, and then it's on the south side of where NAMIS is, or the museum. Also, then 1000 West Auburn Drive was rezoned. Chris Horton came in, and that's between DeKalb Avenue and Auburn Drive and west of Dallas Street. It got rezoned from R3 to light industrial, so that's going to be coming before council at the, I believe, the July 7th, or not, yeah, 7th meeting. Would it be the 7th?
Yeah.
Yep, 7th, yep. So the 7th meeting. And then we also had the rezoning and the primary plat for the North Point addition off of Bridgewater North that we just did the annexation of. And that was it.
Thanks. Committees.
Well, tax phase in, we have all of our CF1s to go through. They're listed here on the agenda, and if we can go through each in order of who did the inspections and stuff, and start off 11th and Phillip.
11th and Phillips is Tempest Technologies, which is now PNC. They're still remaining at 119 employees, nothing new to the building or any contents inside. I found them to be in compliance.
So you're making a motion?
Yep, I'll make a motion, find 11th and Phillip LLC within compliance.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion, a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for a question. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Okay, 316 real estate is, I did that, talked to them, and I looked at their building several times. They are, got 121 employees right now, which is up from the original posting. Sometimes they copy and paste these things over time, so, but that's a good thing. They're doing good, and I find them to be in substantial, I make a motion that we find them in substantial compliance.
Second.
Yeah, we have a motion, a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for a question. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
617 Holdings and 2612 Holdings, which is DeKalb Metal Finishings. They are getting closer to moving. They're very excited. Their employee status is still at the 120, but they are currently hiring. They have everything kind of in place for the new building except the plates that go in the machines. Those are delayed quite a bit. So they're expecting those by hopefully the end of fourth quarter, and they'll start moving hopefully by December or first of the year. So if you guys haven't been out there, they did a spectacular job. So I will make a motion to find 617 Holdings and 2612 Holdings within compliance.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for a question. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
And then I did Auburn Gear. They, I met with Nancy and Chris. They're at 120 employees, but currently hiring. They have seen a bit of shift with automation and AI that they're investigating to implement within their facility there. They have several interns. Nancy has worked really hard to kind of get a next generation into the building, and those interns then just walk right into jobs, which is super. They are about 60% of their employees are DeKalb County residents, 40% are outside of DeKalb County. I found that interesting as well. They gave me a great tour. Everything looked within compliance to me, so I would make a motion that Auburn Gear was in compliance for their CF1.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for a question. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
So we got Conitec USA and then the OESL, which is another line down. That's was in one umbrella SB1 that was presented, and they are like two companies within the same building. So when I've talked to Mr. Leitner, and we can present this as one since it was originally presented as one. And Conitec has about, let me look at my notes here, 69 employees currently, and the OESL has 286 employees. And they're about the same as they were last year, so they're sustaining their employment and production and things like that. And so I am making a motion that we find them in substantial compliance.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for a question. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Okay, I had SCP Real Estate LLC, and there's two there. I'm just going to combine those two, if that's all right. They're in the same building. They have done a significant amount of improvements. They've purchased several pieces of new machinery, one for $2.8 million, another one for another $1.8 million, and another for $1.5 million. They're looking to expand a product line and possibly building an additional building to where they can house that line. The number of employees, however, have not increased. They're holding steady. They have a situation where there's about 10 positions or a small amount of positions that keep rotating. They keep rehiring them, and you can't really retain them. But what the plan is that they're not going to replace those individuals. They're just, hopefully that's going to increase everybody's salary. The wages are going to go up. But they're pretty excited about a new product line that they're developing, and they hope that that's going to be a very good thing for them. So I find I'd like to make a motion that SCP Real Estate LLC to be in substantially compliant.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for a question. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
I also had Metal Technologies. Councilman Braun was able to come. Oh no, he went with me on the SCP tour. Sorry. The Metal Technologies, they showed me their new second line that they're putting in. The equipment is there, or a lot of it is there. They plan to install that in a few weeks in July, and they have to. It's going to take them about 2 to 3 weeks to do that. and it's really, they have a bunch of improvements that they've done, several new equipment and updates. And it's nice to see that they're really investing in their Auburn facility. I want to make a motion that Metal Technologies to be substantially compliant.
Second.
We have a motion, a second, any discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for a question. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Okay, I also had the Straw Man Group. It's a straw building uptown, kind of across from the post office category a little bit. The facility did a tour of the building. Did a fantastic job utilizing their space. It's modern. The workers there have several different workstations. It's a really nice facility. Not to mention all the retail space underneath their business. They have grown significantly over the last several years, but in the last year, they probably added 2 to 5 or so here in Auburn, but globally, they've added closer to 15 to 20. So I like to make a motion to find Strawman Group to be substantially compliant.
Second.
We have a motion, a second, any discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for a question. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
So the Phoenix Group, Phoenix Auburn Industrial Investors, have been, their initial present was to get this building ready to be used by somebody. And they did succeed last year. And Thermatru is leasing the building, the whole building, is, I think from what I understand, for warehousing and some production. And they are actually employing 15 people in that facility now. So this is definitely a success story and getting this building going and putting people in it and working. So I find that Phoenix Auburn Industrial, I make a motion that we find them in substantial compliance.
Second.
We have a motion, a second, any discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for a question. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
I want to thank the committee, a lot of work and get all these inspections done and follow through. And the tax phase in is a important cog in the wheel of the economics of Auburn and bringing in employment and money into the city. And so we're just grateful that we can do that as part of the legal way to help the businesses out. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Have nothing for ordinance and resolution.
Finance Committee, we meet again the 9th. Is that right? Yeah, the 9th, 9 a.m. in here.
And we do hope to receive the initial draft of the 5-year CFP, hopefully by the end of next week, so we can get it distributed. Is there any unfinished business to come before the council? Any new business? General good and welfare of the community? Next regular council meeting is Tuesday, July 7th, 2026 at 6 p.m.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion, a second to adjourn. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Yeah.